Walmart headset on right now. My computer mic is charging. I figured I would talk a little. I said I have to get level 10 in each area, even though I really hate this game. Because I have gamer brain, and I have to, complete it. But this game is really bad. And I'm not saying that now that everyone's made a video on it. I mean, I'm saying that, it's so tone deaf in terms of skateboard culture. Why? The tricks you can't do. They said they're adding an impossible, but it's not really an impossible. It's just like a sideways 3 shove. So fucking stupid. Is it more like appealing overall as a game across generations? Yeah, it has that feeling, right? But as someone who I hate sounding like a boomer. I hate sounding like back in my day. But dude, I grew up as a skate rat in the streets. It's a greasy, gritty counterculture. And the fact that they say haul butt in this game instead of haul ass. Just, what's with the PG Disney shit? Skateboarding is really kind of like balls to the wall, fuck the police type shit. It's counterculture. You know what I mean? So I have to knock out these challenges in this area. Anyway, there's so much they can do, but it's too late. It's too late to fix this game. They already launched it. Half done. It's what were you thinking? Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. Take a little dab here. I'd be fine with that, Benjamin. Damn, that was a big one. Anyway, if you care to watch any of my other videos, I didn't really make anything constructive. I did go over the bullet points, but the major things for me of this game sucking, I can forgive so many things of it being a corporate cash grab. Oh, you know what? This is popular with kids right now. I can forgive all that, but you launched the game missing tricks. Okay? Why would you even... why would you not finish programming what was in all the old games? Oh shit, that's right, I'm in the middle of a challenge. I was getting frustrated. I'm gonna restart it. What was I saying? I'm trying to get my shit together here. I just woke up. What was I saying? I had to adjust my headset volume. I'm streaming right from the console. Sorry, guys. That's why it's laggy. It's just totally tone deaf. It has nothing to do with skateboard culture. It's almost like a scooter rider made this game, and they're like, oh, this is what skateboarding is. It doesn't have to be vile with an F word every 5 seconds, but skateboarding is not. Yeah, skateboarding is not PG-13. Skateboarding is rated R. Sorry for sounding like I took a micro penis in the nose. I woke up like this. And the pumping in this game. Can we talk about the pumping in this game? You used to just tap the trigger when you hit the flat. When you transition to the flat. And you used to gain speed that way. It really doesn't work consistently. Makes me pretty sad. I gotta blow my schnoz, man. Fuck. So, why am I still playing a game that I have so much bad stuff to say about? Well, at the core of it, they updated the skateboard. And so I've been waiting 15 years for a slightly creamier skateboarding handling. I like that you can set the speed of the tricks by how fast you flick. I like, how high the ollies are, how you can bone them out. It's cool. It's a nice touch. But I was gonna say something else, but I totally forgot. But I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft. Let's talk about no complies. Does it look really spicy that you 180 on? Yeah, because that's something you naturally do when you're riding along in real life. You might be in switch stance, and I'm not strong in switch stance. I could skate, but I can't really stunt and trick with my left foot dominant forward, right? Okay? So, an easy way to get back to your native stance is to just rip a little no comply low to the ground. So I get that. But why can't I just do a no comply without doing a 180? That's kind of fucking stupid. That's the kind of tone deaf shit I'm talking about. Just like they said they're adding the impossible, but it's it's just an inverted shove it. Just people don't understand the nuances, and they're like, skateboard? I saw Tony Hawk on TV once. So the argument online is dude, game developers can't possibly know every little nuance and niche of skateboarding subculture. It's no. They made a game that's a poser game.
You're on a mission.
If you do this... Oops, I didn't mean to. So if you, pop a sick ollie, sometimes it says trickless air. So if you do if you do a backside air, sometimes it'll say trickless air. Bro, that is the trick. The trick is staying on your skateboard. It's called frontside or backside air. Unless you land fakie, you just go up the ramp and you land to fakie. Or I get into a blunt slide stall somehow. A blunt slide stall. Oh, they changed it back. So when this game first came out, or not first came out, yeah, I guess so, for everybody, they had the fast pants, the bean plants, and the bonelesses all backwards, and I was like, hey, like, I don't play a ton of skateboarding games, but I still try to skateboard a little bit in real life, and that's not a boneless. The boneless is a frontside grab. You put your dominant foot on the ground and hop. I was like, what the fuck is this game? They should, in my opinion, to avoid all the backlash from making such a crappy game, they could have just, like, had this been part of the skate universe, but not part of the mainline skate name. They could have called it, like, Everybody Skates. EA, Everybody Skates. Right? But no. We get this watered down. And I understand some of the positive comments online are younger people, or people saying, hey, you know, just have fun. It might not be what you expected, but you could still have fun with it because it's free. Like, I get that they're trying to be positive, but it's a little Panglossy and it's a little reaching. It's not fair that they gave us this. So, in development hell for 15 years, in actual production for 5. And this is what we get. I've already ranted about it a lot, but every time I hop on this game and I go, I'm just going to skate for a little realism, and then I'm going to do some big airs and goofy glitches, right? I get taken out of it with the cartoon art style, and it's just, it breaks the immersion. Like, I'm expecting the Teletubbies baby to be up in that sunshine right there. I don't know, dude. It's kind of soul-crushing. They could have just used a different name. My nose is so stuffy, fuck. See that no comply flip? That's not something you do IRL. You do a weird launch, right? That's the gamer. That's the gamer in me doing like a cool little exploit, right? But when I go over to a little hip transition and do a 3 flip, that's the skateboarder in real life coming out. It's pretty sad. Who fucked me in the nose last night? Anyway, I gotta finish the challenges here in the Market Mile so I can get to level 10. That was decent. I landed down in the last stair, but okay, anyway. I had some more cohesive points, as always, you know, in my head. Oh, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna touch on this, I'm gonna touch on that. A lot of people had the same points as me, and maybe some other small content creators had even seen my video, because I compared it to Bubsy 3D, and someone else compared it to Bubsy 3D, and then someone else compared it to Bubsy 3D. I'm like, oh. Who knows? Maybe we all had the same thought. THOT. I knew my penis was itching. Oh God, sorry guys. You know what would help that? Another dab. I don't like how gravity and speed works in this game sometimes too. There, it said trickless air. I don't... like, you'll be on something that's completely on a fucking incline, and you won't start going down it. And then you'll hit a tail slide on a curb, and you'll go like it's made of glass. Doesn't make sense. Fucking why are there benches in the middle of this flow spot? This is not the best gameplay right now, guys. If you want to see some interesting and creative gameplay, head over to the YouTube link in bio. Anyway, let's get this grind distance. Let's just retry it. I swear to God, I have Sasquatch come in my nose. Alright, let's retry this shit. Let's just get the score first. Why did I launch over it? Okay, sure. Oh, fuck. At least it's my Friday here. You know, we're gonna have the holiday, and then I have the other day off, and then... Dude, I'm sucking right now. I'm having trouble focusing. I only plugged in my mic, my shitty one, because I wanted to make some points, and I'm being a total Steve right now. Lost my 3 multiplier, son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna retry this again. I gotta go blow.
Boxes.
Alright, that feels better. Alright, let's just, come on. Oh! Why did I just fall? What the fuck? Okay. What I noticed with the collision detection in this whole game being a buggy, rushed piece of shit mess anyway. I'll be skating along, and then I'll just all of a sudden fall. Like, out of nowhere. Just a really stupid challenge. It's not difficult, it's just stupid. I couldn't see myself doing this IRL. And I'm not saying because of the hippie jump. All tricks are valid, but why would I do 4 fucking hippie jumps in a sesh like that? It's like doing a duplicate trick in Skate. Alright, this ledge is how we're gonna get the points. We get our multiplier up after getting the grind distance. I really want a free skate, but I gotta get level 10 in this area still. So I can uninstall this fucking nightmare. You know, it could be Fortnite-ified for the younger kids. I don't give a fuck about that. Have it include skate culture. There's no swear words in the game. Fuck you, stupid idiot. Fucking. If it's E for everyone, we could sell more. Hey, your game is free, idiot. That's something I would do in real life. Is off the wall back disaster thing. Or was that like a nose pick? I don't know. Every time I turn on this game, I get sad. And I'm not doing back in my day video game good, now video game bad. How does the one that came out a long time ago, how does the first one that came out in like 2007, how is that better? Like, you did something wrong, dude. You did. But you'll never capture the same feeling and the same. It was the time period. It was the. No, dude. Fucking, you released a game with not shit in it, you fucks. Oh, it's a live service game. They release stuff by the season. Dude, shut the fuck up with that shit. Go play Roblox. That's an excuse. Like, oh yeah, you know what? We're gonna release a game not completed, and then we're just gonna be like, well, it's a live service game, so you'll have to wait till season 5 till you can do the trick that you want. That's terrible. Oh, and there's one thing in this game I really hate. And it's like you can't fall. As long as you squirgle that left thumbstick when you land, you could be landing you could be turned 90 degrees and fucking just land. And then you'll just revert out. I don't really like that. I mean, you have to actively do it with I have all the assists turned off. You have to actively do it with the thumbstick. But it just makes skating lazy. It's like, oh, you can't fucking fall? Okay. Nice. Can I level up this area or what? I guess I can't. I have to just keep doing challenges over here. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I'm challenged. Thanks for watching. I have a really sad life. Ugh. What the fuck? I just did this one yesterday. Why aren't my challenges resetting, dude? I don't understand it. It's been like weeks on some of them. Why is it? Is there a bump in the ground? What is it doing to my manual there? Oh, fuck. This game is so stiff and sticky. Like my cock while I'm watching SpongeBob. Damn, I'm fucking up. I mean, I'm gonna leave soon, I guess. Fuck this shit. I can't lock it in. Okay, we're gonna rock this all in a combo. Let's go. Okay, I did it, Steve. We just gotta get the market mile to 10. I fucking hate this game. It almost drains you to play it. I'm not doing any of these stunt challenges. I don't want to. Okay, let's get stuck into the tower watch. Oh, not today, Billy. Okay, let's go stuck into the tower. Get stuck into the tower. Nope. I think I'm dying. Everyone is sick at work. Fuck that. Fuck that. I hit my head on that light. Dude. Bring back the Hall of Meat. Please. I know Thrasher owns the rights to Hall of Meat, so you could just call it like Hall of Pain or something. Like, that would be obvious. Just call it something different. Duh. It wouldn't be hard to do the. It wouldn't be hard to do the fucking X-ray vision thing, dude. Hold up for a second. Hold up. This is what I had to say when I first live streamed the game. It says, one of the worst games I've ever played, no contest. It's like playing PUBG 3D. The controls are stiff, the camera settings are goofy. I said Skate is the Gears judgment of the Skate series. It is bad. Play it for yourself and see. There's no way this game was in development for 15 years and in production for 5. Active production for 5. I said the lack of detail is absolutely disgusting, which makes 0 sense for a skateboarding simulator. I guess if you wanted to run on Android or iOS, it has to look like Play-Doh. It's painfully obvious that they're catering to young gamers and not older skaters like fucking gooners. I swear to God, Fortnite gooners. I said, this is kind of unforgivable. I thought it, and I went on to say, I thought it would just look like this to appeal to a younger generation. And I said, I was wrong. The whole thing is fucked up, not just the art style. I added a side note here saying it's almost impossible to be creative with your character customization. You could literally just like put sliders for everything. Like any game does, and then you could like make a person that looks more like yourself. Just throwing it out there. Just everything could be a fucking slider. Your shits. Yeah, they took out so many tricks. And I said, hey guys, we're making a 6 skateboarding game. Okay, cool. Make sure to waste time and resources making it so you can climb and jump off of buildings and fly around. Kids love that. You could have put in like a basic climb to get to rooftop spots and then added the jumpy jungle gym shit after, because it's a skateboarding game. You could have focused on skateboarding stuff first and foremost. Okay? I'm not like, fuck you, don't have fun. Yeah, cool. You do some Assassin's Creed shit. Okay, cool. But add it after you fleshed out the skateboarding. Because that's why I'm here. Duh. Stupid fucks. I said you probably pissed off the skaters and the gamers with this one. I said, why release a game in such an unfinished state? Dude, it's early access. Early access. No, dude. We're in season 2, bruh. Coming soon. I just said, were the programmers not paid? I'm not understanding how the game could be so bad with sound design and visuals. Like, I said, there's no excuse for this. I said the gameplay loop of doing challenges, getting points, and opening packs is boring. It gets old really fast. And then I went on to say, no game of skate, no hall of meat, no death race, no pro skaters, no career mode, no offline mode, no Coach Frank, no free skate, no dark slides, no proximity chat, no hot mic, no cutscenes, no branded gear, no slider for soft or hard wheels, no slider for truck tightness, no finger flips. And also, you should be able to put individual color wheels on. You should be able to change your truck width, your deck width, your ride height, riser pads, things that can, like, oh dude, with this setup you could do a kickflip that goes through this obstacle. Like, stuff like that. That should all be, there should be board tuning. That's not fucking like crazy or unheard of. You should be able to have shaped decks and other, yeah. Then I just said, hey, the in-game music is 100% annoying as fuck. samples repeating like a broken record. Why not use the music that skaters skate to in actual real life, like punk, rap, metal, synth pop, rock, ska, hip hop, reggae, etc. Like, you get the idea. Like, that's one of the coolest things about skateboarding culture. And when someone puts out a skate video or a skate part, they'll whatever they pick their song. So like, you'll hear some gangsta ass shit. Someone's throwing down on the board. Then you'll hear like a Peter Murphy kind of like synth driven like goth wave song. And then you'll hear like a punk song, fuck authority, it's such a wonderful mixed bag of shit, okay? And that's how skate culture is. It's there's not very gatekeeping in skate culture, right? There's vetting. Like, if you're a total poser and you're like into skateboarding to try and get chicks, yeah, you're gonna get fucking called out for it, okay? But like, newcomers are welcome. All skill levels are welcome. Skateboarding is about love, man. Right? I said it's just very lifeless. And the AI assistant reminds me of the "Where did you learn to fly?" meme. Makes me want to die sometimes. Oopsie. I don't know, man. This is like skate culture gentrified, man. This is like cultural appropriation, man. You know how like when you see zoomies at the mall and you're like, the fuck? That's cultural appropriation. You go to Suncoast Coast to Coast, they got a surfboard in the window? Nah, man, cultural appropriation. What you know about that board life, bro? I still don't know how to join this co-op stunt challenge or this co-op. I go over to the challenges and it's like never, no one's... A matchmaking system would be pretty nice, dude. How did I lose all my speed? Okay, I put my tail on the ground. What the fuck? I was gonna do another trick. What if I... And why can't every flip be an eternal flip? Even as corny as the held flip tricks are. Realistically, I've seen someone go like this. Like, I've seen someone 720 flip. But you gotta get a running start, my guy. You need a ramp. It's not something you can do flat. Ooh. I feel like shit. You know that feeling when your wife tells you to go to the store because you're out of milk, and you just end up cranking hog and crying in the Jewel Osco bathroom, and you forget the milk. Then you find yourself heading to Bell for your 4th emotional Crunchwrap Supreme of the day. Your emotional support Crunchwrap Supreme. Because, you have to go back to the store somewhere and get milk. You went to Wally World to get the milk. And some guy sneezed on your face. Lurcherous, tall, slow janitor guy. He's like, yerp, arp. That guy. Fun fact, many years ago, I was under the effects of LSD and statute of limitations many years ago. And I happened to have to go into a Walmart to get a few items. And I was not expecting to have to go into a Walmart and get a few items in the state of mind I was in. Let's just put it that way. And even though I was holding on, and I'm an experienced tripper guy, I was keeping it together. I had my shades on and everything. I was going around the corner to get some water bottles, and this guy running the floor Zamboni at night came around the corner. He must have been 8 fucking feet tall. He was wearing the one-piece janitor jumpsuit, like early, like era Slipknot or whatever. I swear to God, the man was almost 8 feet tall. He was freakishly large, but he had that that slack-jawed 1,000-yard stare. He's just thinking about fucking tugging his meat or fucking fishing at the pond or whatever. And he was just basically drooling on himself, pushing the floor Zamboni, and I was on 3 hits of needlepoint, and I said, no more of this. And I went to a different store. That shit kind of wigged me, bro. I was like, Lurch is gonna fucking R-word me right now. I was like, he's gonna take me to the back room where he stacked up some paper towels, and he's gonna just go inside the towel for it, and he's gonna take my most precious gift. Your PlayStation? No, my asshole, Billy. My fucking asshole. Yeah, that was definitely an encounter. Fun fact. Same night I almost got killed by these cross-dresser guys with they all had knives. And no, that's not like a anti-trans slur or whatever. These guys, they were cross-dresser guys. They were dudes. Yo, dude, and they were women's clothing and full makeup, and it wasn't drag or anything. Okay, oh my goodness, they were I guess because I was winging and I had acid face and I was staring into space. They were like, bro, you want trouble, bro? I was like, no, I don't want trouble, please. The one guy, he did the butterfly knife, pretty impressive. He flicked it open. The other guy just had a fixed blade, and I was like, I'm gonna die. So the guy not tripping, who was driving, he was inside the gas station, paying the cashier. And he came out. I was like, what are you doing? Telling him your fucking life story? He's like, oh, they went to the same school as me. I was like, well, these guys want to kill us. He's like, what did you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. Dude, one of the craziest nights of my life. I could have imagined if it went down differently. Like, so, did you see who stabbed you? Yeah, I told you. It was a bodybuilder in a fucking dress. Look, dude, we don't think these pranks are funny. Who stabbed you? The crazy things you do when you're young, right? So, like, as an adult, the thought of stripping in public, even at one of those goober music festivals, fuck that. When I was younger, we would just like rent a space at the campground and let her rip, dude. Stare into the sunset. Jesus. The thought of that as an adult, or like getting in trouble, dude, it wigs me out. But hey, man, when you're 21, oh man, do you guys have crazy stories? And, not all of mine are DRUG related. Not to be a one-trick pony. I don't want to just be talking about substances constantly on my channel. But, here's the caveat here. But, a lot of the most wild stories do involve mind-altering substances. That's just how it is. A lot of crazy shit went down, like, normally, like, without that stuff. But, say, how do I put it? There's always one kid in the group that's not going to respond well to the stuff that you're taking. Like, usually. Like, you'll be in, like, a real deep introspective trip. Like, be like, I should have told my dad I loved him before he died. He'll, like, wigging out. Like, there's always one guy who can't handle that. Like, that. You gotta, like, sit him down and calm him down. Pro tip. Not a pro tip. Don't follow. Like, don't follow any of my tips. I'm probably so irresponsible. But if you're ever having, like, a really scary, nightmarish introspective of a trip, and you feel like you're going down that pit, me personally, and don't do it, I'm quoting, don't do it. I like to go take a warm shower, okay? It kind of, like, centers me, and then I hop out, and I get, like, all calm, and I, like, get into that blanket, and I ride it out, okay? But, yeah, I'm just thinking, don't go do that, because what if you put the water on too high and you fuck your shit up? Yet, on too hot. Anyway. And the thing is, when you're young, everyone's doing it. You don't have one guy who's like, alright, I'm gonna stay sober in case shit hits the fan, so I can talk to the cops or whatever. Oh, dude, so stupid. So fucking stupid. There was one time that we all dosed, like, at a rented space at, like, a campground. It was so peaceful. We were, like, watching the birds, and there was like all the animals. It was so peaceful, right? And me and probably 4 other kids were like, we're peeking, we're like saucy, and we're like locked into chairs looking at the sunset. It's a beautiful sight. One kid starts fucking screaming, like fucking ruin it all. Like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I see the fucking devil. We're like, dude, what are you doing? There's always one guy to fucking ruin it. I gotta pee so bad. And then I gotta leave pretty soon. So, be right back, fam. See, that's what skateboarding's all about. Showing some restraint and a little creativity, and like picking unique tricks, but also the, in air quotes, right tricks for the obstacle. Like, one guy might be like, oh dude, that's totally, I'm gonna do trick X here, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna hit this. It's all about like stretching the brain and the foreskin. I mean, skateboarding is about creativity and expression. So when there's people online that are doing these weird trick lines where it's just them spamming the same like kick, they're spamming kickflip and doing these little flips like this. It's so stupid. And they're like, dude, trick lining 101, and it gets like 1 million views. It's like, dude, that's Tony Hawk slop. You're playing for high score. Like, and if you like just frame the video that way instead of awesome style or whatever, you say highest score run. Yeah, then that's cool. You're totally approaching it from a video game standpoint, not a skateboarding standpoint. It's cool. Like, play style is subjective. Like, if you like to play that way, then alright, power to you. I'm not here to shit on your parade, but, dude, try and get in the headspace of a skateboarder. Try and, like, play. Like, try and, like, do a line. Try and do something more than a kickflip. Like, try and get, you know how the stupid fucking AI said, use your skater eyes. Yeah, it's kind of right. Don't just be like, I'm trick lining, bro. And do some shit like this, like, I'm trick lining. It's, I mean, you don't have to be so about realism that you can't do cool big air flips and shit. That's not what I'm saying. But when I see guys just spamming kickflip and it gets millions of views, it's like, okay, fuck you. You're hitting a kickflip. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. THOT. Dude, so many people I see online that get millions of views. I mean, millions. They do this, watch. Like, they'll do something like this. Oops, I fucked up. I meant like this. And they'll be like, was it clean or no? And so many people will be like, dude, that's tough, fam. That was sick. That's awesome. And the creator will be like, it took me like 3 hours to land. Dude, I fucking hate that shit. Was that tough or nah, bruh? It took me 4 hours to land. 10 million views. Suck all the cocks, dude. Bro, it legit took me 10 hours to land. Was that fucking raw? Bro, double tap that screen, bro. Like. 5 million likes. But Eags, they know how to use the algorithm. They know how to follow trending. No, shut the fuck up. No. You... Dude. Suck, dude. That's me sucking cold semen through a swirly straw off of a nightclub floor. Like I said, style is to the individual. Gameplay is subjective. But if you're just like really bad, you're like, dude, look at me. It's like, well, dude, try and get better at the game. A little bit of a challenge might make you a better human. But I still can't fathom how people doing quad kickflips, down step ups, gets millions of views. It's like all you did was press one direction like this. Sometimes without even doing a spin, right? And it's like, dude, all you did was press the stick in one direction. That oh fuck. Bro, was that sick? That was so sick. I just held the button. Did you see that? That's why doing double flips on smaller gaps and triple flips on like larger gaps shows a little restraint, shows like a little control. Like, okay, this is small gap, I'm gonna do a double flip, you know? Whatever, man. Does anyone care about, like, style? Because that's where, like, friendly competition comes from. Speaking of friendly competition, there's no game of skate in this game called Skate. So, that's fucking stupid. The whole point is to, like, push each other. To, like, get more creative and more stylistic. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I skateboard in real life. Skated every day when I was a teen, you know? So I was out in the streets. I don't fucking know, dude. Are people just like... Do people just not fucking go outside? Because you could just Google, like, skateboarding. Like, say I'm a developer with EA. Or say I'm a developer. Say I'm EA, right? I'm an employee. I could just Google skateboarding culture. Like, you didn't have time to Google skateboarding culture. So your game was a little more, I don't know, spicy and authentic. You could have just, you could still do this Fortnite art style, the free-to-play, live service, season release game. You do whatever you want. Fuck you. You're an asshole, but you do whatever you want. But don't take, like, the skateboarding. Don't, like, take the heart. You just punch the rib cage of skateboarding and you take the heart out of it. And you're like, here's skateboarding. Battle Royale skateboarding. I don't fucking know, dude. Am I just an old, angry person? This is not skateboarding, bro. The problem here is not that it's 100% trash, and it is. The problem is that I don't feel like I'm skateboarding. I distinctly feel like I'm playing a skateboarding game. Whereas even in the older games, I felt an immersion, like I was in the streets skating. You smoke a big J and play some Skate 1, Skate 3. The second one, the art style was the lighting, the piss lighting was cool. Dude, I felt immersed, like I'm out in the street. Like I'm fighting for like a tray flip, or I'm fighting for a score, 1-up on the spot, like I just don't feel that. I feel like this is a skateboarding mini game inside of GTA. Like I feel like this is not a fully fleshed out game, and it makes me want to like fucking, I don't know. Makes me want to cut my dick head off with the lid from a fucking cat food tin. Like, straight up. Dude. I can't handle this piss ass game. I gotta go. See ya.